Hi guys, I hope you had a great Labor Day and you are ready for chapter 2, developmental psychology. In this chapter, we're basically going to talk about child development and its context, which means for example, you have a question in your head. For example, you have a question about children's development and you do have a population. You want to test that question on, for example, second graders of like your neighborhood elementary school or whatever. But the point is you don't know how. In this chapter, we're going to talk about different designs in which can help you to just understand how to conduct a study on children. I would say this chapter is very important. It does have a lot of concepts that you have to learn about them if you don't know. Because like I would imagine that you know a lot. I mean, since probably you took advanced research and design, general psychology, human development, cognitive psychology. So basically you are kind of familiar with these concepts, but I'm hoping you would learn more and more from this chapter. In general, I wanna like ask you to go through different concepts. First of all, watch lecture, then check the PowerPoint, then go for textbook, then take the quiz because this kind of sequence is very important. There are some concepts that are really key in this chapter. For example, the difference between validity and reliability. It's very important. I talked about this a lot, uh, but you're going to learn a lot from the textbook as well, since the textbook has more examples that can help you. Another point that I wanted to mention is understanding correlational design. For example, if you are saying that if you eat something that can make you like more overweight, if that makes sense, if you would say that like eating something can make you more overweight, it's going to be, for example, positive correlation because they are just increasing together. We're gonna have the same question in your quiz as well. So just try to understand what is correlation and what is the difference of correlation with experimental design. Try to understand the difference between dependent and independent variable. I know you know that, at least from your previous classes, but this course is a good practice to brush that knowledge up and just understand that how much you know about children and how much you can just design a study based on children's population. Another point that I wanted to say is longitudinal design. It's just very popular for developmental psychology because developmental psychology is all about development, right? From infancy to adulthood. So basically, if you would do longitudinal study, you can just observe one child for like an extended period amount of time. So it's the best. But it does have some problems. And that's why not everybody is doing longitudinal study. So read the textbook and check the lecture to just understand this kind of nuances. Let me check. Yeah, I guess I mentioned all of the important concepts, but still you have to just check them by yourself because you do have a quiz and you know that a big portion of your final grade gonna be based on your quiz. That being said, I just want to go through your previous quiz number 1. There was a question about Blue Ivy, Beyonce's daughter, um, which I thought maybe I should talk a bit about that question. But first of all, let me share my screen. Yeah, it's here. This is chapter 2. Let's go for chapter 1. Yeah, this is slide. I guess I already mentioned that it's very important. I ask you in one of those videos to just stop here and do that as an experiment for yourself. And just try to draw your own ESM model because this model is very important for child development. But so I just wanted to say, what is microsystem? Microsystem gonna be your parents, your home, your school. For example, like it's gonna be like direct interaction. For example, your mom, she just got fired and she's really upset. So she's like kind of negative about everything. And she might not be her best in like interacting with you. So this gonna be macro system because it is just directly interacting you, right? It is directly impacting you. Then comes mesosystem. Mesosystem gonna be the relationship. Like it's gonna be like you can see, just check these red arrows. You can see it is just more interconnection. For example, again, we do have parents. They're gonna go to a school, they do have a fight with your teacher. So the teacher gonna have a negative attitude towards you because of your parents. It's gonna be mesosystem because it wasn't direct. Yes, your mom did something that she wasn't supposed to do, but I mean, it can impact you, right? She should just control herself and not fighting with teacher. Another layer gonna be exhaust system. Exhaust system gonna be like mass media, community service, like the whole education in your school. For example, if oh, it does have like parents' workplace that I know that some of you guys got confused for that question about like your mom got fired, that kind of stuff. Okay, the problem here is just parents' workplace in exhaust system is different. If your dad is part of US Army, he is very disciplined in the house. So you do have a discipline in the house. So your household gonna be different from my household. That's my parents, they are not from army. So this is about exhaust system, like the whole vibe and environment in the house or at a school. If you are going to a school that is relevant to a specific religion, for example, Catholic school, definitely your value is going to be different from another person. It's going to be exhaust system. Then comes macro system. You as an American, you do have different values compared to me. And that actually make us different based on macro system, like the country or the community that you are growing up. This is all about the layer. So let's go back. Oh my goodness, okay, it's just very messy. So it's just better to stop sharing my screen. But yeah, let's go back to the question that I have it here. It was about Beyonce, and it was just asking, okay, yeah, this is the question. It's just saying that Blue Ivy, she's a great dancer, which is not a surprise because being daughter of Beyonce, who is the best performer, and having Jay-Z as a dad who could like afford a good private school. I talked about that in the previous overview video. But yeah, the answer gonna be microsystem. It's gonna be the first layer. Why? Because it is about your parents. Like your mom, yes, she does have the gene and just gave you that crazy gene of like dancing, and your dad can afford like everything for you. They can just directly impacting you. So it's gonna be definitely microsystem. Okay. So just try to understand these different layers because like they are very important, especially if you want to work for like different different organizations that are focusing on children, like if you want to be a school psychologist or if you want to just be like a clinical psychologist working on children, this kind of stuff are very important. Yeah, this was the only question that got me. Like I was just checking your quiz result and I thought maybe I should just talk about this a little bit. But check chapter 2. And if you had any question, just email me. I'm here to answer. And have a great week ahead. Bye.